Okay. So this is Tapashwini. I'm the consultant trainer of the Sankyana, and today we are going to discuss about exploring the generative AI. So before going forward to the topic, what I will do, I will just give you the link of like the Google form link so that you will just fill it up and we will track the record that okay you have been present in the entire session. We can track your attendance. Okay. So in the chat box, I'm pinging you the link. Please fill it up. Okay. So let's explore our generative AI. So basically, the agenda that we are going to discuss, what is the agenda for today's topic? That is the complete AI we are going to know about, the briefing out for its introduction, features and applications. So nowadays, most of the persons, most of the individuals and the professionals are getting used to the AI concepts and all that. So I will not go in a very deep inside this one. Rather than I will just like briefing out all these things so that it will be easier for you to relate with the topic. Okay, because generative AI is nothing but it is completely a part of AI. It is a version of the AI. So if we are relating it to the traditional AI, then it will be a good combination. It will be a good match, right? So after like discussing about the introduction features and the applications, we are going to discuss about the next one, that is the emerging technologies and their impact. Okay, what are the emerging technologies in the AI and what is the impact on the AI that we are going to discuss. Now, the next thing we come to our topic, we will come to our topic, that is exploring the generative AI. What is the generative AI? What are the tools used? How, like, what is the work process? Okay, the complete information that we are going to learn with this generative AI. Then after that, what are these benefits? What are these applications? And the most important thing, what are the risks encountered? Because whenever we are talking about any tools and technologies, okay, we just talk about its benefits, we just talk about its uses, its applications, its work process, its implementation, everything we discuss, right? But the main thing we always skip is that actually what are the limitations? Because if you will go for each of the machine learning algorithms, okay, they're also like, look, every one is not perfect as per the human being. Everyone is not perfect in all the tasks. Okay, so like that only with machines, the same thing happens. Every machine learning algorithms is not like they are perfect with the specific rules, with their specific rules. Like that, linear regression is good with the regression data sets, but not with the classification data, right? So there are also some of the algorithms like the decision trees, the random forest. They work both. Like they give both the good accuracy with the regression and the classification data sets. If we will talk about the bagging techniques, the random forest classifier is there who is like best with the bagging techniques, with the ensemble techniques. Like that, we have the in the boosting algorithms, we have something called as ADA boost, HE boost, gradient boost. So these are the complete the boosting techniques, right? Where they give the good accuracy with our model that we are going to fit, that we are going to give the training and the testing data to our model. So they will give the good accuracy, right? So this is kind of things as we have like discussed. So let's proceed to our introduction to the AI. Okay. So as of now in today's world, we most have used the like Siri or the not just forget about the Siri. Just we use the Google Assistant. Okay, like the Cortana or even the Bixby. Okay. So this we are using at some point in our day-to-day life, right? The Google Assistant also we are using because there are many people who are very lazy in like right, typing the things. So what they will do, they will just pick it, right? So what are these? Can I tell that these are our digital personal assistants, right? These are nothing but these are our digital personal assistant, and they help us find the useful information when we ask for it, right? That is asking using our voice. Okay, so we can say that, hey Siri, show me the closest restaurant. Or okay, or I can say that, okay, who is the 21st president of the India or of the United States, right? So according to our speech, it will give us the result, right? It will give you the output. It will give you the searches. Yes or no? Now, so this assistant, what they will do, they will respond with the relevant information by either going through your phone or searching it on the web. Right. So if I will say about this Google Assistant or the Siri, so these are the practical examples of the artificial intelligence. Okay, so previously I always like go through the Netflix example, I go through the YouTube example, the social media example, but this is a new thing, right? Innovation is always important. With the test driving cars, the Tesla cars. Okay, so these are the practical example of the AI application. So artificial intelligence, it is the ability of a computer program to learn and to think. Okay, so it was been coined by John McAfee. Okay, that is the term artificial intelligence in the 1950s, and he said that every aspect of learning or any other feature of intelligence can, in principle, be so precisely described that a machine can be made to stimulate it. Okay, that means as per the human is walking, as per the human is analyzing the things, okay, as per the human is observing the things and responding according to the observations. So they are training the model, right? We are training the model with the artificially intelligent systems, right? So that the training should be done in such a way that whenever there will be a future data comes, okay, it will automatically predict the result without even any human interference. Okay, that means they are completely pre-moduled. Okay, they are completely pre-moduled. If we will talk about the Google Assistant, so this particular application is pre-moduled, modularized and pre-trained also. Okay, that means the AI module that has been fixed, that has been fitted, upon which this Google Assistant is working, that is completely implemented already, pre-implemented thing. We don't have to implement it again. Suppose there will be a new user come and he will just speak in his language, like suppose he will speak in French, or suppose he will speak in any German language. So it is not like that. Suppose a new language is coming, that means we have to do the modulation again. No. The application has been trained in such a way that it will deal with the multilingual capabilities. That means it can deal with the multi languages. Okay, and according to it, it will give you the response. Right? So artificial intelligence is nothing but it is a human-made thinking power. Okay, that means artificially we are training our systems, or we are training some applications, we are training some models which will give us the predictive outcomes according to the observed things that it has been went through its surroundings. Okay, so if I will talk about artificial intelligence, then based on at the end of the day, okay, that we are building an AI module. So that consists of all this information, all this pre-modularized techniques, all these statistical techniques that deals with the data science, that included in the data science. Okay, so basically data science is nothing but it is the method, or it is the statistical computer science which deals with the modern methods, tools and technologies of statistics, which helps in analyzing, summarizing, collecting and manipulating the data and building the models in case when we are going to predict the outcomes. Okay, that means in data science, what we are doing now with the past data. Okay, with the past data, we are training that particular data. We are passing some machine learning or deep learning or NLP or computer vision models or some algorithms to that particular past data, and we will train that particular data. Okay, so while we are training that particular data, at that point of time, I can say that, okay, my machine is learning something because it is completely, it is training itself. Okay, we are making it learn, we are making it train. So by passing some machine learning algorithms or some deep learning algorithms, what we are doing now, we are training our data set. That particularly trained data set is nothing but that is my model. Okay, so after building that model, what we will do, that particular model, it will give you the predictive outcome. Suppose there will be a sales prediction. Okay, there is a company who is going to give you like suppose his investment, suppose he have done his investment for $100 first. Okay, and he is getting a profit of, suppose for $100 his investment, he is getting a profit of $1,000. Okay, then after in the next 6 months he have invested around $150. Okay, $150. And now he observed that after investing $150, I have increased my profit to around suppose I will give $1,750. Okay, like that. After that, he what? When he just look out for the increment, right, in its profit by investing more. So what he does then? After that, he invested around $250. Right, $250. So at that point of time, what will happen? Okay, as per this observation he have made, okay, by like investing $100 and then after $150, what he has observed that, okay, my profit is increasing, right? My profit is increasing, yes or no? But when he invested $250, now also he observed that his profit increased to $2,000. Okay, now, the same thing in the same process, he increased around $300. Okay, he increased around invested around $400. But when he invested at the point of $300, at that time, what will happen? Now his profit decreases as per the market trend because he has invested something in the market. Okay, by investing like $400, now his profit is just around 1600. Now tell me, suppose after some time, if he will invest something or amount of $550, now tell me what will be his profit? Because look, if there is two condition, right? What are these condition? Now one is my x is directly proportional to y. That means when my x will increase, my y will also increase. The second condition is that my x is inversely proportional to my y, right? That means what? Now when my x will increase, my y will decrease. Sorry, my x will. Oh, wait a second. I will just know it. I have just given. Okay. When my x will increase, my y will decrease. Or else, when my x is decreasing, my y is increasing. Right? This is my two conditions that I have. But this is my relation. Right? But here, can you establish any of these two relations? Because it is fluctuating. In first three investment, we have find a pattern that, okay, this is completely directly proportional. That means when my investment is increasing, my profit is also getting increased, right? But in my fourth investment, I just noticed a sudden breakdown in my profit. Okay, I just noticed a sudden breakdown in my profit. Again, in my fifth investment, I just noticed a little increment. So now tell me, obviously a person will be in dilemma that, okay, if I'm investing this much amount, then what will be my profit? Will it be increase or will it be decrease? Obviously, this will be a thing that every person will get confused in this part. Okay. So this thing, this prediction, this is nothing but I can tell it as my predicted data or my predicted output. Okay. This will be nothing but this is my predicted output. Okay. This prediction is done by the data science. Okay. This prediction done by the data science. Okay. And with this model, okay, with this model, right? With this model, suppose this particular model, I just want to be implemented in my company software. Okay, in my company software, that means whenever I want to invest something in the market, it will automatically give me the profit according to my investment. Okay, so upon this model, what I will do, there will be one artificial intelligence engineer. Okay, so what he will do, he will build a AI application upon this model, AI application. Okay, right? And this AI application should be get installed or should be get implemented inside their computer, company software. This is the complete AI thing that I have discussed. Okay, so whenever the things coming to the data, okay, so here I have something called as statistics, EDA, and the Python. Okay, so for communication with the system, we use the Python language or the R language because it is a highly scalable programming language. It is very easy to use. Okay, and it is a completely compiled, interpreted, and dynamic programming language that is found nowadays. Okay, the code writing is very easy. You don't face any complexity in writing the codes. You don't need to initialize any data types. You don't want to initialize anything. Okay, Python has been it has been designed in such a way that if you are writing a equals to hello world, okay, a equals to hello, then it will automatically recognize it. Okay, and it will give you the hello. You don't have to write also the print statement, just execute it. Okay, it will give you the hello, and also it will automatically recognize that it is a string data type. It is a string data type, and my a variable has hold it in my memory. Okay, what is the identifier for my hello? That is my a, right? So you don't have to initialize everything in Python as compared to the other languages. Just one sort of things and your work will be done. Okay, what is the statistics? Now, when we are dealing with the data, because when we get the data, we just get it in a raw format. Okay, when we just get it in a raw format. So to convert this data into a complete ready to use accurate data. Okay, that means it includes the what we have the collecting, summarizing, organizing, and manipulating. Okay, we have to transform the data by using this statistical technique. Okay, we have to standardize our data. We have to generalize our data. We have to calculate this mean, its standard deviation. How is it giving me the normal distribution or not? Is it giving me any skew distribution? Okay, is there any outliers present in my data set that will impact? So all these things are dealt with the statistics part. Understood, everyone? Also, with the Python, we have the libraries that is our NumPy and the Pandas. Okay, the NumPys and the Pandas. Here also through Python also we can deal with the data transformation techniques. Okay, but with statistics, we get some modern techniques. Okay, we have some modern methodologies that will make our work simpler. Okay, so that is all about the complete description of the AI. Now, obviously, if we will just look at this reference image, so this will think like a human, act like a human. It has a reasonable action. It will also have the reasonable thinking, right? So what are the features we have? That is, we have it's like the deep learning, NLP, machine learning, neural networks, computer vision. So all these are the features of the AI. So this is not the main thing that we are going to discuss. Okay. Now coming to the applications. Coming to the applications, we know that today in today's days, uh, AI is like using we are using the AI in a vast like worldwide manner. Okay, globally we are using it. Now, if I will talk about the major surface of the AI, then it also include the cognitive computing. Okay, it also include the cognitive computing. Now, the advantages, okay, the advantages that we are looking for, that it reduce the human error. If I will talk about the advantages and applications, so AI is being used in different various like industries, like with the gaming, with the astronomy, healthcare, transport, agriculture, okay, with the education, entertainment, robotics, the main thing. So recently, if I will say recently in Odisha, the news channel, the OTV news channel, you guys, if you will go and do a Google search, so it has made the first ever AI anchor of the news channel. Okay, and also being a like Odishan, I'm also very proud for this that Odisha has made it. That means the first ever AI anchor, news anchor has been launched in Odisha. Okay, that will be delivering the news. Okay, and season AI anchor. Okay, that is completely a robot. Okay, they have designed, and if you will go and check with the website also, okay, so it is the OTV news channel. If you will go and check out in the website, you will be getting the complete news. Recently, just during this, since 4 to 5 days, it has been inaugurated, and she has been, her name is Mona Lisa, the robot name is Mona Lisa, the anchor name, and she has been launched, and she has given the first like his her news reporting. She has made the first reporting of the like the newly launched that spacecraft that has been launched by India to the Mars. Okay, so that has been given. Now, so if I will talk about the advantages of AI, so AI reduce the human error, obviously, right? It will reduce the human error. That means with the humans involved in the task where the precision is required, okay, there will always be a chance of error. When we are calculating something, when we are saying something, okay, we are not completely perfect. We made the mistakes because we are the humans. But this will not happen with the machine, right? This will not happen with the machine because they have been trained in such a way. Okay, so however, if they are programmed properly, machines, we know that they won't make any mistakes, and they can easily perform the repetitive task without making any errors at all. Okay, if you will go and search for the YouTube, right? So whatever, suppose any songs you are like visualizing, your any songs you are viewing. So what it will do, it will give you at last, it will give you the suggestions according to that, right? So it will do the repetitive task without making any error. Now, coming to the risk avoidance, obviously, replacing the humans with intelligent robot is one of the biggest advantages of the artificial intelligence. Okay, and this AI robots are now doing the risky thing, right? So we have the digital assistants also. We have the digital assistants also. Now, let's talk about rising of the new world. Obviously, AI in the it is the fourth industrial revolution. It is in the fourth industrial revolution, and the role of the AI is completely in driving the transformation of the new technologies. Okay, so if you will go and check out for the applications of the AI, then obviously you will get that how AI is completely impacting all of the industries nowadays. Okay, now coming to the generative AI. Okay, I will not make you wait over a lot of time. So let's come to the generative AI. So what is the generative AI? So generative AI or the generative artificial intelligence, it is the type of artificial intelligence system that is capable of generating the text, images, or other media in response to the prompts. Okay, and these generative AI models can learn the patterns and the structure of their input training data, and then it generates the new data that has some similar characteristics. Okay, if I will say the notable generative AI system, that is the very much familiar Chat GPT. Okay, that is a chatbot that is built by the OpenAI using their GPT-3 and the GPT-4. That is a foundational large language model, right? And also the BARD. Okay, that is also it is a chatbot that is built by Google using their Lambda foundation model. Okay, suppose if I will talk about the other generative AI models that include the artificial intelligence art systems such as the Stable Diffusion, the Mid Journey, the DAL-E. Okay, so this means generative AI has the potential applications across a wide range of industries, if I will say, that including the art, the writing, the software development, the product design, healthcare, finance, gaming, marketing, fashion, etc. And investing in this generative AI serves during the early 2020s only. Okay, with the large companies such as the Microsoft, Google, Baidu, as well as the numerous smaller firms developing the generative AI models. Okay, so this generative AI, this can learn from the existing artifacts. Okay, and after learning this existing artifacts, what it will do? Now it will generate some new realistic artifacts that reflect the characteristics of the training data, but it will don't repeat it. Okay, it will not be in a repetitive mode. That means it can produce a variety of noble content such as image, such as videos, music, sorry, speech, text, software code, and product design. Right? That means this generative AI, it uses a number of techniques that continue to evolve. Right? So foremost are the AI foundation models that are being trained on a broad base of unlabeled data. So if I will say generative AI are mostly built upon the unsupervised machine learning models. Okay. So here we have the broadsheet of the unlabeled data that can be used for the different tasks. Okay, with the additional fine tuning. Now, the complex math and the enormous computing power are required to create these trained models. But they are, in essence, these are the prediction algorithms. Now, if I will talk about today, so generative AI are most commonly creates the content in response to the NLP request. Okay, as it is dealing with the like sounds, music, okay, with the text, with the videos. So basically, we can tell that generative AI is giving the response to the NLP request. That means it doesn't require any knowledge of or entering the code. But the enterprise use cases are numerous here, and it includes the innovation in drug and the chip design and the material science development. Okay, so what is behind this sudden hype about the generative AI? If I will talk, now Gartner has tracked this generative AI on its hype cycle for the artificial intelligence since 2020. Okay, and the technology has moved from the innovation trigger phase to the peak of the inflated expectations. But Generative AI only hit the mainstream headlines in the late 2022 with the launch of the chat GPT. Because if the chat GPT will be not there, then I don't think that generative AI will come into picture in the market. Okay. So as we know, chat GPT, what it does, okay, I will not go depth into it. You will be very familiar with that. So here, what happens, like, sees the generative AI becoming a general purpose technology with an impact similar to that of the steam engine, electricity, and the internet. Right? After the invention of the chat GPT and the bar, right, many people are completely dependent upon it. Whether it is for writing the course, or it is for making the presentations, or it is making for any questions and answers for any topic. Okay, so it has been used in many companies. It has been used by many numerous individuals for their purpose, for their work purpose, right? So this is the main thing that we have. So the foundation model, okay, the foundation model that is including the generative AI, that is pre-trained transformers, and that are among the AI architecture innovations that can be used to automate the augment humans or the machines, and it is autonomously execute the business and the IT processes. Okay, so if I will talk about the benefits of generative AI, so this include the faster product development, okay, and also the enhanced customer experience with the improved employee productivity. But this specifies depends on the use cases, right? What is the use cases? Based on that, it will specify. Now, the end users, whoever are there, they should be realistic about the value they are looking to achieve, right? If you are searching for an answer and you don't know the question, or the vice versa, then how you are going to match up with the particular content that you have, right? So whoever the end users will be there, they must be precise, they must be realistic about the value they are looking to achieve, right? Especially when using a service as it is, okay, that has the major limitations. So this generative AI creates these artifacts that can be accurate, or it can be inaccurate also, or it can be biased also, because making the human validation is completely essential, and also it is potentially limiting the time, or the limiting the timing it saves the workers, right? That means the government recommends connecting use cases to KPIs to ensure that any project either improve the operational efficiency or creates a net new revenue or the better experiences. Okay, so this is the benefits, if I will say. Obviously, this includes all the benefits. And the next thing is that with the applications such as the deep fake, okay, so it is one of the application also. So generative AI has become a new buzzword. Okay, while the generative AI is frequently associated with the deep fakes and the data journalism, okay, the technology is increasing vital in helping to automate the repetitive processes used in digital image and with the digital audio correction. Okay, and as if I will talk about the applications, then location services, that is entail the converting the satellite images into map views and can be a significant step towards exploring the uncharted geographical areas. Okay, The motion picture industry, I will say, with the applications of the generative AI in the movie industry, right? So these are completely numerous and diverse and will also aid in asking the artifacts after the restoration for the future reference, right? The search engine devices such as text to image translation, okay, it also generates the realistic photographs from the textual descriptions of the objects such as birds and the flowers. The airport or the country border security. So this also using this generative AI, which can create the front-end photos from photos taken from different angles and vice versa for the face verification. So here where the computer vision comes into the picture, right? So in the search engine devices, that is the Google Assistant or the Siri, okay, so these are nothing but, these are my natural language processing techniques, okay. And with the face recognition techniques, we have the what computer vision. We particularly deal with the computer vision wherever we are dealing with the face recognition techniques. Okay, that is the face identification system. We have in the phone also, we have the face unlock, like face lock. If you will go to the airport also, according to your like photo given, so at that point of time, they will check. Okay, in the airport system also, they're going to check for the face verification. Okay, how these are like, how these systems are working. Okay, so this is the help with the generative AI. Okay. Now the benefits, we have already talked about it, like the robotics control, like the healthcare. Okay, in healthcare, I have missed it. In healthcare, generative AI allows for the early detection of the potential maladie, and it also allows for the development of the effective treatment. Okay, so these are the main things that we are discussing about the applications and the benefits, right? So if I will summarize it, then generative AI is almost an AI system, any AI system that creates its content, okay, whether it will be a text or image or any other media types, okay, and this generative AI, it tends to expand with more and more applications in a variety of industries. Okay, much as other AI streams, such as in the AI domain, such as in the computer vision, okay, in the conversational intelligence, in the content intelligence, in the decision support systems. Okay, so in all these fields, it is going to make its footprint in the future also. Okay, now if I will talk about the risk associated, okay, if I will talk about the risk associated with the generative AI, so these are very significant and also these are very rapidly evolving. Now, a wide array of the threat actors, okay, that have already used the technology to create the deep fakes or the copies of the products and generate the artifact to support the increasingly complex scams. Okay, so we know that the chat GPT and the other like tools, these are these are completely trained on large amount of publicly available data, right? If we will go and search in the chat GPT that okay, um, give me a PPT or prepare a PPT for generative AI. So what it will do? From where it will bring you the content? From the searches itself. Okay. So that has been designed that instead of you doing the search, let let it chat GPT do the search. Okay. And it will find you the content like from anywhere. From any deep drive, it will go and it will give you the content. Okay. So these are completely trained on the large amount of the publicly available data. Okay, publicly available data. If you will go for some authorized page, which are completely secure, so ChatGPT will it can be accessible. It can access that particular data. Okay, so they are not designed to be compliant with the General Data Protection Regulation, that is GDPR, and with the other copyright laws. Okay, so it's imperative to pay the close attention to the enterprises, that is users of the platform. Now, if I will make you understand about the risk arises, so the first risk we have to monitor, that is the lack of transparency. Okay, that means this generative AI and this chat GPT models, these are unpredictable. Okay, and they not even the companies behind them always understand everything about how they work. Right. Next, come to the accuracy. Generative AI systems also produce sometimes the inaccurate or I can tell it as the fabricated answers. We know it will go and check and search for the things in the Bard or in the Chat GPT. Okay, you will get copied answers that has been present in any Google searches in any website. Okay, so they will give you, it will give you the inaccurate or the fabricated answer. That means it will assess all the outputs for the accuracy, for the appropriateness, and the actual usefulness before relying on or publicly distributing information. Okay, now coming to the bias, it needs the policies or controls in place to detect the biased outputs and to deal with them in a manner that is consistent with the company policy and with any relevant legal requirement. Okay, so the intellectual property or the IP and the copyright, if I will say, there are currently no verifiable data governance and protection that assurances regarding the confidential enterprise information. Okay, so these users should assume that any data or queries they enter into the chat GPT and its competitors will become the public information. And it is an advice that the enterprises to put in place controls to avoid the inadvertently exposing the IP. Okay, so coming to the cybersecurity and fraud, the enterprises must prepare for the malicious actors, that is use of the generative AI systems for the cyber and the fraud attacks, such as those that use the deep fake for social engineering of personal and that ensure the mitigating controls that are put in place. Okay, so it will confer with your cyber insurance provider to verify the degree to which your existing policy covers the AI related breaches. Okay, now coming to the sustainability, obviously it uses the significant amounts of electricity. Okay, to choose the vendors that reduce the power consumptions and the leverage high quality renewable energy to mitigate the impact on your sustainability goals, right? So, who defines this responsible use of the generative AI, especially as the cultural norms, okay, that will evolve, and with the social engineering approaches that will vary across the geographies? Okay, so who will ensure the compliance? What are the consequences of the irresponsible usage? Okay, so if I will talk about some practical, okay, so if I will talk about some practical uses of the generative AI today, okay, so in use, the high level practical applications I can include that is bothly in progress with the scientific discovery and technology commercialization. Okay, but here the use cases are like emerging quickly in creative content. Okay, or in the content improvement, in the synthetic data, in the generative engineering. Okay, and with the generative design also. So it, if I will say that this will follows the written content augmentation and the creation. That means what? Producing a draft output of text in a desired style and length, right? Or with the question answering and the discovery, like enabling what it will do, it will enable the users to locate the answers to input based on the data and it will form the information. Okay, with the tone, that means with the text manipulation to soften the language or the personalized or the professionalized text. Okay, these are also the use cases of the generative AI, like the summarization. Okay, that means offering the shortened versions of the conversations, of the articles, of the emails and the web pages. Okay, by breaking down the titles. Okay, creating the outlines and extracting the key content. So if we will like many more uses, like we have the sorting, okay, by the sentiment of the topic, okay, bettering the sensitivity extractions, or like a whole conversation sentiment classification, and the generation of the journey that will flows from the general descriptions. We have the code generations, the most important thing. Okay, many software developers are using this one. Okay, we have the code generation, we have the translation. It will give also give us the like explanation and the verification, right? So if I will talk about the emerging use cases with the long-term impact, that is the current use cases that we are talking about, right? So if I will tell about the emerging use cases with the long-term impact, okay, that will impact it in a long-term basis, like creating the medical images, okay, creating the medical images, and that image will show the future development of a disease. Okay, so it is completely beyond the imagination, right? That means how the medical images will be created, will be designed, that they will show the future development of a disease. Okay, next one is, suppose with our synthetic data. Okay, the synthetic data that is the helping augment CAS data. Okay, or I will say it will mitigate the bias, it will preserve the data privacy, and it will simulate the future scenarios also. Okay, and the applications that are proactively suggesting the additional actions to users and providing them with the information and with the legacy code modernization also. Okay, so as if we have talked with the long-term basis, and now we can talk with the like how, let's talk about how it is contributing the business value also. Okay, so like with the revenue opportunities, we have the product development, such as here in the product development. Okay, the generative AI, it will enable the enterprises to create the new products more quickly. That means, and this may include the drugs, like the new drugs, the less toxic household cleaners, the novel flavors and the fragrances, new alloys, and the faster and the better diagnosis. Okay, and also the enterprises with a greater level of AI maturity. Okay, they will gain greater benefits to their revenue. Okay, with the worker augmentation, like here generative AI can augment the workers that ability to draft and to edit the text, images and the other media. It can also summarize, simplify and classify the content. Okay, that will generate, translate and verify the software code, or it will improve the chatbot performances. Now at this stage, the technology, we can say that it is highly proficient, right, at creating a wide range of artifacts. quickly and at a good scale, right? So it will give you the long term talent optimization also. That means the employees will be distinguished by their ability to conceive, execute, and to refine their ideas, projects, processes, then with their services and their relationships with the partnership with the AI, right? And this symbiotic relationship will accelerate the time to proficiency to do the proficiency and to the greatly extend the range and competency of the workers across the board. Also, it will do the process improvement. Okay, and this is what that will change the workflow completely. Okay, so AI is impacting the future of the work also. Okay, because in business, many people are the content creators of some kind, right? So this generative AI will significantly alter their jobs, whether it by creating the text or the images or the hardware designs or the music, the videos or something else. And in response, these workers will need to become a content editor, right? And we know that content editors, that means it requires a different set of skills than the content creation. Okay, so the net change in the workforce, if I'll say, it will vary dramatically depending on such factors such as the industry, the location, size, and offerings of the enterprise also. Okay, so this is the complete thing that we have discussed. Now, if we will going to predict the future of the generative AI use, then by 2024, okay, 40% of the enterprise applications will have embedded the conversational AI, okay, up from less than 5% in 2020. And by 2025, 30% of the enterprises will have the implemented and AI augmented development and the testing strategy also. So by 2026, the generative design AI will automate the 60% of the design effort for the new websites and the mobile apps. And by 2026, over 100 million humans will getting engaged with the robocolleagues to contribute to their work. Okay, as AI is evolving, then obviously by 2026 or by 2030, you are like there will be robots who are doing the task. Okay, that means by 2027, nearly 50% of the new applications will be automatically generated by AI without a human in the loop. That means an AI application, it will generate or it will automatically generate a new AI application without any human intervention or without any human interference. Okay, so this is the main thing that I want to discuss with you, and this is the complete topic that we have discussed with the generative AI. Okay, we have completely explored the generative AI. What are the norms? What are the benefits? What are the applications? Okay, what are its like risk and limitations, how it is evolved, how it is impacting the businesses, how it is impacting the industries, what is its growth by 2030. Okay, the complete statistical development of the industries by using the generative AI. So all of this we have discussed. Okay, so if you have any non-technical query, the provided like we have the numbers, contact numbers provided in the screen. And yeah, thank you everyone for joining this session or for giving your precious time. And thank you so much.